and we implemented it, but then the utilities didn't, and they transferred over to there.
Where was their time?
So is this something that would be contingent upon both legal bodies passing it?
If it did pass, I think it would need to be worded a little bit clearer as to say that, because right now it kind of looks like we took this policy away and we did not.
Well, Gene and Pino's here, what's your opinion on it?
You heard mine already. And the LUB meeting, I think we need to leave it as it is right now. Walk away from it.
And do a cutoff on it?
No, use the policy in place right now, not change anything.
Don't add the italics.
I agree 100% with what Jeff said. I said it in the LUB meeting, it's wrong to stop people from the future being a part of it. We're doing two wrongs. And I'm not for that at all. Now, Pino can voice his opinion.
No,
but
mine's the same, mine's the same. You know, we had a policy in place and we didn't follow it.
Right.
And I say we, I don't know who we is, but we is it now. And, so we should take that policy and put it back in place, which they did back, what, 4 or 5 months ago. And that's what we've been doing since. And I think that's the policy we need to continue with. We've got a good policy, and we just didn't follow it.
And like I said, we all inherited it.
Right.
We've just got to deal with it, you know.
Didn't it actually go in place last year?
July or sometime, I think, when it was brought up, June or July.
It went in place when we approved the
Policies and procedures.
policy and procedures, but then we gave it an extension of July,
Okay.
that, not that you had until July to you could continue to draw, but you could only draw till July. Let's continue to accrue through
Okay.
July.
It's like you said, there
so
needs to be a cutoff point, and that cutoff point
Right,
was
we
back
already,
then.
kind of already did the cutoff.
Yes, right.
I think we're ripping off another Band-Aid.
Well, what about making December 1st or January 1st the cutoff? And if anybody's in the window to retire between now and then, go ahead and let them do it.
Remember we did that back in July?
That was the purpose of that.
Yeah. That was the purpose, to compromise with those that were planning on retiring in the January, February time, and then this came about. and
Because you know, there'll be some caught in
They were
the,
caught,
you know.
yeah. Their plans were altered. I mean, I'm HR and I'm policy, but the point of vacation and sick time is for your employees to use it while they're working, to stop burnout on employees, to increase employee morale, to give them a break. And with those policies in place, they're not doing that. They're holding on to their time and they're not using it.
And sick leave is to stay home when you're sick and not spread it in the
Right.
organization. Vacation is used to vacate the premises in order to recharge your being in your
Yes,
body.
right.
Guys, there's the reason that policy was put in place to start with.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly what y'all just said was exactly the reason 40 years ago that policy was put in place.
Yeah, and
And that's
most,
why other utilities don't have it.
right. And most places don't even allow you to take your sick time.
Right.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
I mean, we're giving you 180 hours of sick time when you leave. And see, that's not an earned benefit, you're given that. You earn vacation,
Not
you're
every
given sick.
employer out there in America gives that, no, but they are some that do.
There's very few that do, we're one of them. And I mean, I like that, I think that's a great benefit to our employees.
I think it is too, I think.
That's just why I mentioned it the first. It just seemed like it'd be cleaner to everybody if they just,
Hey,
the day you turn in your retirement papers, buy you out, or pay you off. I know there's gonna be some negative to that too, as far as,
Or they can continue to draw a weekly check, but they don't continue to accrue time. They're cut off in the system.
that would help them for tax purposes.
Right,
yeah,
they
I'd
can
be
choose
fine with
to,
that too.
kind of helps them ease into the retirement, so they're not, you know, they still get a weekly check. It
I
helps
mean,
them.
that, basically, they can do that with the policy that's in place right now.
Right.
You can make it optional, you can take it all in summer.
So that's what they do now, according to Manager Ross, they can take it in a lump sum.
Or they can.
So
continue
they
to
can
draw
still take it
checks.
out weekly time, weekly increments, but they don't.
They do not accrue,
So basically, you can do that with the policy that's in place
yes.
without changing anything to it. Well, I guess it'll have to be, just be something that comes up for a vote, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we'll discuss it, vote on it next Monday.
I mean, this is a hard one.
Yeah, I'm not for taking any benefits away from people. This is something that never should have been entered in. And we don't know the history behind it, why.
Don't know why.
Okay. All right, we're down to other. Councilmember Bivens, you got anything?
We have not had our Sandtech meeting yet. We had to delay it because not enough people were going to be in town. All the fall breaks were going on.
Is there
So
one tomorrow night?
there is one tomorrow night at the, not at the annex, the county building. So tomorrow night, 6:30, we'll have that meeting. And I think we've got a draft back from Sandtech on the contract. So I think they sent us one back. I haven't quite reviewed it yet to see if there were any major changes to it. Don't think that there
I
was.
noticed some things on the agenda for Poplar Springs
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Inmates will
Always.
Okay.
Poplar Springs is always a fun.
All right. You got anything else, Councilmember Bivens?
No.
Okay. Councilmember Brewster?
It's for Queen Road, I think they got the survey done.
Looks like the stakes are out.
Yeah, the stakes went up last week. We had several more closings, not this past Friday, but the Friday before. We're just trying to get to the finish line. A few more properties to close, and then I had some correspondence from TDOT today. They're reviewing all of our documentation and on a rolling basis on the ones we've already closed. So hopefully, as soon as we get those last couple recorded, it'll be sent out to the next person on the flow chart.
So you still think we'll be in the spring?
I think we'll have the right-of-way acquisitions done before the end of this year.
I'm talking about construction by spring.
I know the TPO meeting I went to,
Everything will be approved through,
the last TPO meeting I went to, it was on their scope of work for 2020. And just looking at the breakdown of the funds, it's over a $3 million project. The local funds is $138,000.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth federal and state money. So our
But we
portion.
are on track for next year.
Last I heard.
And it was on their scope of work for 2020.
Hope so. And one other, Highland, where are we at on Highland?
Yeah, our consulting engineer, as well as a representative from Adams and Sons, was at our utility board meeting, and said that it should be wrapping up here in the next few days.
Right. They said they should have everything done by next week, paving and all the extra width cuts and everything.
next Friday.
Yeah, the patching and everything.
And we're still gonna get compensated for the work that didn't get done.
You're talking about the widths and the cuts. They were working on that today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's what they say.
What about the October 1st deadline? They're 14 days behind. It's 750.
The contract accounts for what weather days and days that they're unable to work,
And
and there'll be a full accounting of that you'll be able to review. It as a public record.
But we are gonna charge the $750 a day for every day they're late.
If they enter the penalty period,
They're in-
yes.
They're in the penalty period.
Well, I'll present that to you and just show you the day breakdown, because there are provisions that do account for weather and holidays.
Extra cuts and things, I guess, there were some lines, I guess, that weren't detected, weren't located, water gun, gas lines by, and it took a little bit longer. So I think there's some stipulations about that. Anything else?
No.
Councilmember Dixon, you have anything?
Only thing I have about the utility board is AMI projects are going well. We've had one meter reader to move over in the gas, water, sewer, and we've got two others will move into the electric by the end of the year. one will go to the wastewater treatment plant, so.
And I think it's good to also mention that with our staff and department managers
Oh,
and
yeah.
city and utility manager, by implementing the AMI internally, they saved over $600,000.
We did,
Kudos to them, departments.
save a lot of money.
Attorney Friday, anything?
Nope.
Manager Ross, you good?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, this meeting's adjourned.